And our first main topic of 2021 comes to us from Ryan Fullmer, who writes, "Hey, John and crew. Hopefully you're having a good day. I am having a good day so far, thank you. I just heard from the Hollywood Reporter that AMC is selling $125 million of their stocks to survive the pandemic/bankruptcy. Do you think investors will help out and more people will buy it? Or do you think this is the end of AMC theaters? What are your thoughts on this?" All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yeah, look, no getting around it. One of the big stories, if not the big story as far as our movie spheres go, of 2021 has been, the damage, maybe irreversible damage, being done to the beloved movie theaters and all that kind of stuff. And things have looked dark and looked bleak, and they may be damaged beyond return at this point. They may be. But a new story just came out that he's referring to here that talks about AMC Theaters is now raising another $125 million to keep themselves afloat. This is interesting. All right. This is interesting for a couple of years, or for a couple of reasons. One of the main reasons this is interesting is because it shows signs of life. It shows signs of life for the movie theaters. Maybe not, like I said, not all is sunshine and rainbows. We're not saying that everything is now good for AMC theaters and all that ails them has been cured. Not at all. But the fact that they are now in a round of raising another $125 million, it at least suggests a couple of things. It suggests that they do see a way out of this. Now, we look at things like the big Disney announcement that they made a couple of weeks back, right? At the Investors Day meeting, when they announced all the new MCU shows, all the new Star Wars shows, all the new Pixar stuff, all that kind of stuff. The vast majority of the movie projects they announced, they're saying is full theatrical. We've gone over big lists before on the show in the past couple of weeks of all the movies that they announced that they say they're going to keep theatrical. We've even got Warner Brothers now backtracking on a few things, and it looks like Dune is going to come out theatrical. It looks like one or two other things may come out theatrical in 2021. They're talking about movies beyond 22. They're re-putting down that they're going to be theatrical movies. That has given sparks of hope. Again, I'm not saying that fixes things, and I'm not saying that's going to turn the tide, but it does at least give sparks of hope. And now we've got AMC who think, you know what, we do believe there is a possibility we can get out of this. Therefore, let's raise another $125 million. Investors are stepping back up to shore them up a little bit, and this might be a solution. Now, this is what comes to us from the folks over at the Hollywood Reporter regarding this story, and they write this. Cinema giant AMC Theaters has registered up to 50 million additional shares for sale to raise up to 124.75, so basically $125 million to make it through the coronavirus pandemic. We intend to use the net proceeds from the sale of the Class A common stock offered by this prospectus for general corporate purposes, which may include the repayment, refinancing, redemption, or repurchase of existing indebtedness or capital stock, working capital, capital expenditures, and other investments, AMC Theaters said in its filing. In other words, what AMC Theaters is saying here right now is that we are going to use this money to stay afloat. That's what they're saying. Because on top of the signals they've been getting from Disney and other studios, we're hearing in the UK, the government in the UK is saying they believe they're going to have the coronavirus under control, whatever that means, by spring. Now, you got to remember, in the UK, they're also doing a pretty better job of acquiring and distributing the vaccines. But we are getting millions of Americans have been given the vaccine now. Are we out of the woods? No, not at all. But the industry and AMC in particular believe they see a light at the end of the tunnel. And they believe, whether they're right or wrong, that if they can make it to the end of that tunnel, they can at least get back on their feet and survive for the foreseeable future. Will it? Can they? Is the best case scenario going to play out here? I don't know. I still have some dubious doubts about all that. The question is, you guys, what do you think about that? What do you think about the fact that AMC is about to raise another $125 million? They seem to think that will get them through to when they need to be back on their feet. Maybe you agree, maybe you disagree. Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. All right, guys.